Hello there. Can you hear me okay? So my name is Catherine Gunnarsson, and I'm from Cork in Ireland originally, and I've been here in Gothenburg for the last 9 years. So on behalf of TIMSIG, Traditional Irish Music Sessions in Gothenburg, I am delighted to welcome you all to the Saturday night concert of the 2021 Glenntown Festival. So it's been 2 years, as you know, since the last one we had, and it's been a pretty tough 2 years for everybody, I think, but maybe in particular the music, anybody working with music, any performers know that it's been a very tough time, and Irish music as well, in particular, with the pubs being closed in Ireland, has had a hard time of it. I actually got, a friend of mine sent me a link sometime last year, I think it was in April, from a Cork newspaper where they said that if you were living in Cork and you wanted to go to the pub for a pint, your closest open pub was actually Paddy's Bar in Malmö. So that would be, I don't know what, about 1,000 kilometers, and at the time I think you'd have had to take like 4 flights to get there, but I'd say there were probably some people who thought about it, at least. So it's a huge relief to everybody to see that we're finally getting back into the concert halls and into the pubs. And so tonight is really going to be a celebration of that, I think. And we've got a wonderful lineup for you this evening, starting with the Heneghan sisters, Kate and Sal, and then we have the Anders Lillebo trio, and then finally we'll have Dag Westling and Esbjörn Heselius. So it's going to be a really great show. So I'm sure you're all eager to get started, but before we do that, there's just 1 or 2 things I'd like to say. First of all, anybody who's been wondering about getting CDs from the performers, I think that will be happening down the back there somewhere, so during the break you might want to go take a look. And then also I just wanted to say that after this concert there will be an epic session in the Irish Embassy pub at Järntorget. So it starts I think at about 11 and will go on I don't know how long. So we'd love for any of you that are free to come and join us for that. So now that that's out of the way, it's time for me to introduce our first performers of the evening. So tonight we have, if you guys want to come out. So here we have sisters Sal and Kate Heneghan. So maybe Sal, you can put your hand up, and Kate, so you can tell the difference. And they come from Castlebar, County Mayo, and my dad is actually from Castlebar, so we had a little chat backstage and found somebody in common straight away. So it's a beautiful part of the country. I haven't been there for a long time, unfortunately, but it's a really lovely place. So it's a real treat to be getting some music in the Mayo tradition tonight. It'll be lovely to hear. You can, as you can see, the girls play harp and also fiddle, and I think you both play piano, but probably not tonight, and vocals as well, so there'll be a bit of singing. So they're both very well known as both as performers and as teachers in Ireland, and have won multiple awards from what I can see at the Flach Joel and the Schiemsgebel Ling and all that kind of thing. So I think you teach classical and Irish music, and maybe in particular worth noting is that they and their family run the Westport Skull Joel, which is a really great summer school for Irish traditional music. So they come from a very musical family by the sound of things. Everybody seems to play something. Their mum is a performer and fiddle player, and also a music scholar, I think. And then there's 2 more siblings who are not here tonight. But this, I didn't know this, but this is the first time that Kate and Sal are playing together, just the 2 of them. So. So just to kind of let you know how it happens that Sal and Kate are playing here tonight. Kate is actually studying here in Gothenburg Sal is playing, easy to do, at the Musikhögskola, and but studying classical fiddle, I think, is it? Yeah. So then you just came along to a session, I think, and got talking with the folk there, and then said that she was prepared to play and bring Kate over, which is wonderful. And So that's how it came that the two of them are here tonight. So we're really delighted to welcome them, and I hope you enjoy listening. Thank you.
So thank you very much, folks. Thank you. So meet, I've forgotten again. Meet Nama Ar Kate, Detta Ar Sal, and that's all the Swedish I have. I'm so sorry. We are so delighted to be here at this year's Irish Festival. We were just chatting earlier on today, and we actually haven't performed in front of a live audience in over 2 years together. So it is just crazy and amazing to see real people, not a Zoom camera, not a laptop, but real live people. So thank you so much for having us. We're absolutely thrilled to be here. So we opened our set there with 2 Irish jigs. The first was called The Rock on the Clyde, and we followed that by another called Lost and Found. So we're going to continue on now, and the next piece of music we're going to play is actually a Turlough O'Carolan piece. Some of you may have heard of Turlough O'Carolan. I'm not sure. I know Catherine mentioned that Sal is studying classical violin here in the University of Gothenburg. And I myself have just finished a master's in music performance and composition from Ulster University. So that, thank you. So this year I've spent a lot of my time researching and studying and learning the music of Turlough O'Carolan, who, for those of you who don't know, is one of Ireland's most celebrated Irish composers. He was a 17th and 18th century harper composer and composed beautiful, beautiful music. Really, that's a mix, a blend of both Irish music and European art music, which is what me and Sal, our kind of our own musical background is similar to that as well. And also, it was World Harp Day yesterday. Yeah, so that was timed perfectly. So we decided it'd be a nice time to include an O'Carolan piece. So the piece we're going to play for you is called Eleanor Plunkett. We have been playing it since we were about this high. And it's really nice. And we're going to finish that set with a jig called Helvic Head. So please feel free to clap along, stamp your feet. If you want, you can dance along. This is an Irish gig. We've seen it all. Trust me, we've seen it all. So hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much, everyone. So for this next piece, we are going to do a song which I actually recorded last year for my debut album called Sal. And it's a lovely song written by an Irishman from County Carlow. His name is Eric Butler, and we've actually become to be great friends with him since I recorded this song. So my interpretation of it is that it's about a man and he's reflecting on his past relationship with his true love, but unfortunately things didn't work out and they've had to part ways. So this next song is called Farewell to You, and I hope you all enjoy. I suppose we were good for a while, and I found that there's no use in crying, yet the tears fall down by my smile, even though it took me a while. Farewell to you. When you danced for me on that last day, in your warm arms I longed to stay, but I was onward bound either way. At the time I just couldn't say farewell to you. My heart holds no glory for me, for her memory just won't let me be. Memories of her sat upon my knee. It was all so hard to flee. Farewell to thee. I'll write or I'll drop you a line. I'll toast you from time to time. All I ask is give me a sign. Let me know that you'll be fine. Farewell to you. We'll be together soon, and I know that I might and do be the one they labeled a fool. But if they love you, they'll bend their rules. Farewell to you.
Thank you very much, folks. So I felt my poor fiddle was getting a bit lonely there, and it's about time I pick her up. So for this next one, we're gonna kind of change it up a little bit. We're gonna play a bluegrass piece of music for you. We have a few bluegrass fans, brilliant. You might know this piece, so it's a very popular fiddle tune, as they would say in America. It is called Orange Blossom Special. Yeah, brilliant. So this is kind of an automatic paying tune, because it is about a train of the same name. The train is also called Orange Blossom Special, and you can nearly hear the kind of the choo-choo of the train, and it's kind of moving on the tracks and whatnot. So yeah, we'll give it a go, and we hope you enjoy.
Bluegrass anyways, woo! So this next piece, guys, is one that I also recorded for my album. It's also composed by an Irish harpist from County Sligo, and his name is Michael Rooney. And it's a gorgeous waltz called Mara Leitrimma, which means Women of Leitrim. And followed by that, we were going to go into a slip jig called Gurtnamona, which is just an area in County Sligo. So I hope you enjoy this one too. Thank you so much. So this next one is also a song, and it's called In My Father's House. So this is one that me and Kate actually just learned last weekend, because unfortunately our grandfather passed away last Thursday. So I had to fly home for the funeral, and we learned this song. We thought it was very appropriate because basically it's about children just reflecting on their childhood, growing up, and in the house they hadn't much money, but the house was always filled with music and they had the best of times, and just that really resonates for myself and Kate, because growing up there was always music in the house and it just never stopped. So it's a really important song for us, and if you really listen to the lyrics, I hope you enjoy it.
Lovely stuff, folks. Thank you very much. Give it up for Sam. Thank you very much. So I think you're getting a bit too rowdy now, so we're going to quieten things down for the next one. For this one, we are going to play a fiddle duet. And we've probably said it a million times, but Sal is studying classical violin here in the University of Gothenburg. And we're so well. I listen to all her recordings all the time. She's shown me she's playing in these huge orchestras and huge ensembles, and it's just an absolutely incredible experience. And we love classical music. It's really part of our musical background. So this next piece, it's kind of Baroque music inspired, I guess, just with the harmonies and that kind of thing. So it's actually a slow air called Black-Eyed Susan, and it was collected by George Petrie in his collection. And this tune, our mom, is actually a fiddle player, so she taught it to me when I was about 10 years of age, I think. And then I taught Sal fiddle for the first few years of her life, so I think I probably taught it to you when you were about 10. And we recently just kind of put these harmonies on it, just to reflect, I suppose, our ever-growing musical personalities. And so it's a bit of a hybrid piece. So this is Black-Eyed Susan, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you. So unfortunately, folks, that now brings us to our final set of the evening. That wasn't nearly. I'll try. I'll have to try that again. Unfortunately, we have come to our final set of the evening. Thank you. And no, thank you so. I can't tell you how incredible it is to be up on a stage playing music in front of people again. We've had. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're just so delighted to be here in Gothenburg. I'm here for 1 week. I've had a brilliant tour guide showing me around the city. It's a beautiful place. Sal never wants to come home. So, so just before we go, I'd like to say a few thank yous, of course, to the Irish Festival, to Ulf, to Matthias, to the Musicians House. I would say that right? The Musicians House. To Sven on sound, so I could get a big round of applause. A bula bus. So thank you very much. We're gonna finish with a set on the fiddles here. We're gonna play 3 reels for you. Some of you have already heard them. We did them in soundcheck earlier on. So the first 2 are Paddy Fahey tunes, and Paddy Fahey was a composer. We have a fan. We're big fans. He was a composer from East Galway on the west coast of Ireland, and he died 2 or 3 years ago, and he was 101 years of age, and he composed his entire life. He was a fiddle player, so as you can imagine, he has a lot of tunes, and he called every single one of them Paddy Fahey's. So there's never a mistake who composed the tunes. So that's the first 2, and the second one was composed by Liz Kane, who is one of our biggest inspirations as a fiddle player. She gigs an awful lot with her sisters. With her sister, they're the Kane sisters, and we're great friends with them as well. So we'll finish with that. Thank you all so much. You've been a wonderful audience and so kind, and there's great music coming up after us, so make sure to stick around. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, guys. That was wonderful. And I can't believe I forgot it was World Harp Day today. We discussed it at one of the workshops last night, and somebody was saying it was World Harp Day and we had 2 harpists, so congratulations in retrospect. Maybe you might want to come down and do one more bow.
Thank you very much, guys. So yeah, we're just going to finish off with one more set of reels on both harp and fiddle. Cannot thank you all enough. You've been the most wonderful audience. We really hope you've enjoyed your week at the Irish Festival. We've had a ball. This has been the highlight, probably of your trip so far, most certainly of my trip. So thank you all so much and enjoy this last set. Thank you. We haven't played these in ages. Give us a go. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
going to take a short break. Oh yes. Yes, down the back, this is one of the CDs I was talking about, Sal's debut album. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you. I'll give that one back to you. Right, so yeah, we're going to take a short break, about 15 minutes, and meet you back here then. Okay?